Julius Malema has revealed alleged corruption at Transnet worth about 17.4 billion rands and apparently involving key figures like former Eskom CEO Brian Molefe, the current finance minister Malusi Gigaba, and the Gupta family. And this corruption apparently involves a tender for over 1,000 locomotives back in 2012. And Julius Malema alleges that after the Gupta family got involved in tender processes through transactional advisors, Regiments Capital and Trillion Capital, prices for those locomotives were inflated.
It has been brought to our attention that there was a tender issued in Transnet for procurement of 1,064 new locomotives on the 23rd July 2012, closing date 16 October 2012. So they make clean 17.4 billion of corruption. At the center of this scheme sum is Malusi Gigaba. He's the one who's at the center. Brian Molefe, Anusi, Iqbal Sharma, Gary Peter. They are the ones who are at the center of stealing money from our people. We attach there a letter of Minister Gigaba to Dinel speaking about locomotive fleet procurement. So the confusion is, why do you write to Dinel about locomotive procurement? But also in the same letter, Minister encouraging Dinel not to cooperate with Minister Pravin Gordhan. They must talk to him directly. They must continue to defy him, and he will handle the minister.
The EFF has also revealed that it's written a letter to President Jacob Zuma to withdraw his application to review the state of capture report. The EFF says if the president doesn't do so, it will head to court to seek an earlier date for that review application by the president to be heard.
With the revelations of the emails, it is clear that the October is too far. Accordingly, we have instructed our lawyers this morning to send a letter to Zuma demanding that in the next few days he should withdraw his review application so that South Africa can know the truth without his delaying tactics and endless appeal like in the case of the spy tape saga. If he does not withdraw, then he must agree that all the parties approach the judge president for the hearing to be brought forward to within a month from now. That is to an agreed date by July. Should he fail to accept our demand, then the EFF will have no option but to approach the court for an early date on the grounds that the matter has now become urgent and South Africans can no longer afford to wait for another 5 months plus endless appeals. We believe that at the core of the emails and Gupta leaks is evidence that those who run government today have betrayed their country and facilitated a coup by handing over constitutional decision-making powers to a foreign family.
Another thing that came out from the briefing was the warning from the EFF to the DA that if the opposition party doesn't suspend Helen Zille as the Premier of the Western Cape, the EFF may withdraw their votes and support in municipalities where it's in partnership with the DA.
The DA is playful again. They must be warned, and we do so now. You will remain with Western Cape, with Johannesburg, Tshwane, and PE gone. Yeah. Because we are not going to associate with a party that protects colonialism and apartheid. Yeah. Be warned. We are not going to vote with a party that loves individuals more than South Africans. You are not different from the ANC. You deserve each other. Therefore, we are 5-2 withdrawing our votes in those municipalities if you don't suspend Helen Zille as the Premier. We're going to fold our arms. Be warned. We're not going to allow that nonsense to continue unchallenged. If Helen Zille is so prepared to cause DA all these municipalities, let her remain the Premier of Western Cape. Let her remain. The same thing we demand from the ANC. The same thing we march together as opposition parties. We must demand from each other.